Good things take time, and like everything else in life, healing too is a gradual process. Now, you know what happens? Sometimes we take two steps forward and you get this really cathartic feeling like you're making progress. And then the moment you take a step back, you feel like you're back to square one. Now, this is super annoying, but it is essential. It can be hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it is all part of the healing process. Now, here is my guide to start your healing journey. This guide consists of 5 simple, actually not so easy, but really powerful tips that will help you completely heal from your past trauma, or at least you can try this and eventually you will get there. So if that is something that resonates with you, then please keep on watching. Be the person who picks up the phone first to reach out. Now, we sometimes hate ourselves for caving first, as if we get a prize for holding out. Oh my god, you outlasted. Big deal. I mean, I get it. I have done that in the past. I too was a very vengeful person. Sometimes I still am. But eventually, it doesn't matter. See, forgiveness is basically letting go of the anger, the resentment, and the bitterness that we have towards someone who has wronged us, and abandoning any scope or any desire for revenge. Most importantly, it is something that we do for ourselves and our own well-being than for those who have wronged us. Instead of holding a grudge against some other person or yourself for past mistakes, forgiving gives us a way to unburden ourselves and move forward freely. And finally, forgiveness allows us to let go of the past and live in the present. It is okay to make mistakes. Be grateful for this opportunity to become a better person. Remember, forgiveness takes practice, and the more you make it a part of your daily life, the easier it gets to live life with no regrets. I think it is so important to be nicer to yourself. I have mentioned this before and I will keep saying it. You are not perfect, and chances are you never will be. So accept it, and there is potential for learning and growth in every mistake that you make. So embrace challenges, and rather than avoiding them, find meaning in them and persist. Do not give up on yourself. Now, sometimes self-compassion comes naturally, sometimes it doesn't. For me personally, I had to learn how to be compassionate towards myself. It is a learnable skill, and here are a few quick ways in which you could incorporate this self-compassion in your life. Eat something healthy, take some rest, just lie down, massage your neck, your feet, your hands, take a walk. Basically, anything that you can do to improve how you feel physically gives you a dose of self-compassion. Another way could be, think of a situation that caused you pain, maybe a breakup, maybe a job loss, maybe a poor performance in a presentation or an exam. And now write a letter to yourself describing the situation, but without blaming anyone, not even yourself. Use this exercise and these self-care tips that I gave you to nurture your feelings and see how you feel. I'm sure you'll be much kinder, much nicer to yourself. Now, avoiding our feelings is something we teens have mastered in this day and age. Let me give you a few examples. Binge watching on Netflix, overworking and trying to distract yourself by keeping yourself busy, toxic productivity, toxic positivity, phone addiction, drug abuse, utter fixation on external things. These are somewhat like our daily coping mechanisms, and while they might help us to cope up in the moment, they are keeping us from leaning into what we are actually feeling. Now, some of us do this intentionally, whereas some of us just do it subconsciously and are not even aware of the fact that we are doing something like this. So, the first step is to become aware of when you are actually detaching yourself from your emotions and what is it that is causing you to detach yourself from your emotions. Confront yourself, have a full on intervention with yourself, and the goal here is not to belittle your feelings. The goal here is to accept the situation, let it go, and move on. The exact memories may fade, but the associated feelings and intrusive thoughts may still keep popping in your mind, and it will affect all your current decisions, your relationships, and the way you view the world. So, what do? Less thinking and more doing. So, get up, get yourself to go to therapy, address your past, and learn ways to be more present in your current experiences. Practice, heal, and grow. Time only heals when you take the time to heal. Figure out who you are and what it is that you want in life. Now, living an honest life is honestly very hard and painful, but once you get the hang of it, it feels highly rewarding. Honesty is a huge factor to consider when you are working on self improvement, and it helps in overcoming delusional thoughts that we often have about ourselves. One really common thing that we do is we ignore the bad aspects of our lives. Now, sometimes it is easier to just turn a blind eye towards our problem rather than confront it face to face. Now, fact is, ignoring the problem won't make your problem go away. So, eventually, it can reach a point where things can get out of control. So, cultivate a mindset of radical acceptance towards everything that happens to you rather than pretending that it is something else. So, once you've crossed this initial stage of acceptance, take some time and reflect. Be honest, but don't be too critical or judgmental. The goal isn't to hurt your self esteem, but to take the information that you have absorbed and use it to improve yourself. And with that, we have come to the very end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still watching, like this video if you found it useful in any way. Share it with your friends and family. Comment down below if you're currently going through your healing journey, and if you have some pointers, some tips that you would like to give, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean the world to me, and I will see you soon. Till then, take care of yourself, treat yourself with all the love and respect that you deserve, because believe me, you deserve it. Bye.